Sometimes the biggest investment opportunities are hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating case study in business strategy, looking at an often overlooked industry in Italy that's, well, quietly becoming a massive opportunity.
It's a good question, right? I mean, think about it. You've got these completely different places, a sleek factory, a centuries-old university, a modern hospital. What on earth could possibly connect them all? Well, they're all linked by this essential yet mostly invisible force that just keeps them running day in and out.
And there it is, facility management. This is the stuff that happens in the background. We're talking about everything from industrial-strength cleaning and high-tech security to building maintenance and managing energy. It's this hidden giant that literally keeps the lights on and the wheels of the entire Italian economy turning.
Okay, so why are we talking about this now? Because this hidden giant, this diamond in the rough, is right on the verge of a major transformation. And that, my friends, presents a really unique investment opportunity.
First off, let's just wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this. We're talking about a market that's projected to be worth a staggering $50 billion by 2029. To give you some perspective, that is bigger than the entire economy of some countries. So no, this isn't some tiny niche sector. It's a foundational pillar of the whole economy.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This huge market is super fragmented. It's made up of hundreds, maybe thousands, of small and medium-sized companies, and that situation opens the door for what's called a consolidation play. It's basically a strategy where an investor comes in, buys up a bunch of these smaller firms, and rolls them all into one single, bigger, and much more powerful market leader.
So what makes Italy the perfect place for this, and why right now? Well, it's really a perfect storm of factors. First, that fragmented market means less competition when you're trying to buy companies. Then, you've got this surging demand for services like cleaning and sanitization, what they call soft FM. On top of that, there's a huge wave of new public money being invested in infrastructure, creating tons of new contracts. There's also a massive opportunity to bring in new technology to make everything more efficient. And finally, it's just a really resilient business that lines up perfectly with modern ESG, that's environmental, social, and governance investment goals.
Of course, no investment is a slam dunk. Not at all. Any smart investor has to do their homework, and that means taking a hard look at both sides of the coin. The potential rewards, sure, but also the very real risks. So let's break down the trade-offs here. On the one hand, the good stuff is really good. You get stable, recurring revenue from services people will always need. But on the other hand, the challenges are serious. You've got intense price competition, pretty rigid labor laws that can drive up costs, and yeah, some big global players are already in the market. Really understanding this balance is absolutely key.
So with all those challenges, how does an investor actually win here? Well, it all comes down to the playbook. It's about finding that perfect target company to partner with, the one that has all the right strengths you can build on.
Let's start with the investor's side of the equation. What are they really looking for here? Simple. They need a strategic way into a major European economy. They want a business that's already generating stable cash, but, and this is the important part, also has clear potential to grow and deliver some seriously high returns.
And what does the ideal Italian company bring to the table? Well, it's the perfect solution. It's an established, local platform. It's got a loyal customer base, an experienced team that knows the market inside and out, and a brand name that people actually trust.
And when you map it out, you can see how perfectly these needs and solutions just click together. The investor wants immediate market access. The local firm has existing contracts with blue-chip clients. They need operational stability. The firm has an experienced team ready to go. They need a platform for growth. That comes from the firm's brand and deep local knowledge. It's a truly symbiotic relationship.
And this right here is what investors are looking for. When a company can say something like this and back it up, it's incredibly powerful proof. It signals that this isn't just some random small company. It's a high-quality operator with a real, proven track record.
So what does this ideal company actually look like? Well, you're not looking for a tiny mom-and-pop shop, and you're not trying to buy a huge market giant. The sweet spot is a medium-sized firm. You want one that specializes in high-demand services, like industrial cleaning. They should be building out their capabilities to offer more integrated services. And, this is crucial, they need to have key quality certifications. And of course, a rock-solid regional reputation is just non-negotiable. That's the hidden gem you're looking for.
All right, so let's pull all this together. What's the final verdict on this whole opportunity? Look, it's not a guaranteed lottery ticket.
It's a calculated, strategic bet on the future of a very traditional industry.
And here it is. This is probably the single most important takeaway of this whole thing. The real value, the real opportunity, isn't just in buying an Italian company. The magic happens when the international investor brings the key ingredients that the local market is often missing.
So what are those ingredients? Well, it really boils down to three things. Number one, capital. Money to fund more acquisitions and upgrade equipment. Number two, technology. Think IoT sensors and automation to make everything way more efficient. And number three, a clear consolidation strategy to actually build that market leader. These are the real catalysts for transformation.
And when you combine that strong local foundation with these powerful international advantages, the result is pretty amazing. You take a traditional, reliable local business and you reshape it into an innovative, high-growth leader that's ready to go out and dominate a $50 billion market.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? This whole case study in Italy really makes you wonder, maybe the next big wave of global growth isn't just in flashy tech startups. Maybe it's actually hidden in plain sight, just waiting to be unlocked inside our most traditional, most essential industries. Definitely something to think about.